You make me happy. Terry Ricardo DeShaza, thank you for joining me. I'm Garrett Charles Langley Henson, and y'all are watching the Habitual Line Steppers podcast on YouTube, or you're probably listening to Spotify or in your car on Apple or something like that.
Yep.
Either way, we're happy to be here with you. And CP3 is unhappy because he's not here anymore, Terry. He's on his couch just like the rest of us. Game 7 was this weekend. It was a weekend of Game 7s in the NBA. We'll get to all of them, guys. We're going to dissect everything that happened over the weekend. We're going to give you a preview of what to look forward to in each conference finals. But first, Terry, we got to get to North Carolina's own. The point guard himself, the nut puncher. word to your boy Julius Hodge, Chris Paul.
It's your boy, man. What happened to your boy? What happened to that boy? He looks like a shell of himself. What did he do? Turn 37 and all of a sudden he just went downhill? Like he hit the cliff hard.
I don't want to hear no more about this plant-based vegan bullshit. I don't want to hear any more. Over the past 2 weeks, we watched Canelo getting beat the fuck down on this plant-based vegan stuff. And then we watched Chris Paul barely be able to advance the ball. It took him 8 seconds every possession this entire series. He could barely get the ball up the court. He looked exhausted. He looked worse than LeBron on paleo. Guys, you got to eat meat. Tofu is not going to cut it in a best of 7.
So let's get into it, though. So I don't know what the hell happened to him, bro. Like, just in the series before, even though the Pelicans are a horrible-ass team, dude had the probably the best closeout game anyone has ever had. Didn't miss a shot. Didn't miss a free throw. I don't even think he had a turnover in the fuck. Nah, he had a couple turnovers, but like, dude was perfect. Then we come to this series, but you got to give a little credit to J Kidd. They attacked his ass almost every time after game 2. So from game 3 on, they went right at him on the defensive end. They went right at him. I think that's why he looked so bad offensively. But in this game alone, he started off playing like shit. It's not like we can say he's tired. Yeah. He's just absolutely garbage.
Well, Terry, you asked what happened. He went up 2-0. That's what happened. And then like you mentioned, then everything switched.
Give him the stats on the 2-0. How many 2-0 leads has he given up?
Well, Terry, I want to say it was last season. No, it wasn't last season. Well, yeah, no, it was last season. Last season in the finals, CP3 became the first player in history ever to blow 4 2-0 leads. This year, he extended his streak, making it 5 2-0 leads. After going up 2-0 this series, Terry, CP3 averaged 9 points, 6 assists, and 4 turnovers a game.
Yeah, he played so bad. But this is what I was telling you, though, right? So, I mean, we know he played bad. And we both know he's a point guard, so they don't get, like, crazy criticism a lot, when they lose games. Because they're not really, necessarily the scorers. Devin Booker, he played, like, absolute garbage in how many games in a row? About 3 or 4 games straight. He played so bad. And this is why I didn't have him in my top 5 for MVP. Like, he seems to sometimes his scoring has no impact on the game. You know what I'm saying? Like, when's the last time somebody scored 70 points and they lost a fucking game?
That was
this dude scored.
That was the criticism
like years
before
ago.
CP3 came, and it's like all those same questions come back up now. For Devin Booker, I'd encourage him to have a chat with Jordan Clarkson. Maybe pass on some of the knowledge that Kobe shared with Jordan Clarkson.
Nah, it's I ain't gonna be that disrespectful, but dude, this motherfucker, man, he was turning the ball over at a crazy rate too. Like, it's like he couldn't dribble, he couldn't shoot.
Before we get to D-Book, bro, I want to stay on the God. I want to stay on the God.
All right, go on the boy.
I could sit here and clown you for putting him on the All-NBA team, even though he only scored 14 points a game.
Led the league in assists.
I could sit here and say you don't have basketball IQ. We all were going to say that this didn't translate into the postseason against longer, bigger defenders, that he's clearly lost a step and that it's not going to be able to happen. But, Terry, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to give the Dallas Mavericks credit for doing something that I haven't seen a lot of people do to Chris Paul, especially in the postseason. They made him go left.
Interesting.
Chris Paul has
Interesting. That's
always
right.
been one of these guys. It doesn't matter. He's going right. You know he's going right. Just like James Harden has left. He somehow sets the pick and all the other actions up so he can still get to it, and there's nothing you can do. The Mavs, they're like, yo, you remember how Ricky Rubio beat up James Harden in that Utah series? Shades of that. You're going left, and we're going to make you do shit that you don't want to do. And I know it seems so basic and fundamental. Like, that's what you would tell a fifth grader how to guard Chris Paul. Make him go to his offhand.
Yeah.
But no one's been able to do it for 15 years, Terry. And the Mavericks did it. And the end results was the dude did not score until garbage time of Game 7 with them being down 40.
Yeah. Now you're right. I mean, bro, he played really bad. I mean, and it's not even like it's not the points for me. It's the fact that he didn't even like average 8 assists, 7 assists. I think in this whole series he was maybe at like
it was
6.
5.8.
Like, come on, bro. All this point God shit is I'm done with that shit. I get it, bro. He's old. I understand. Like, he's got a long career of being absolutely great. But you lose 5-2-0 leads this guy's giving up. A lot of performances of him being an absolute dumbass, trying to be too clever for his own fucking brain. He just does too much, and he played like absolute shit. He's got to get a lot of this blame.
Had better numbers, CP3 in this series against the Mavs, or Jeff Teague when we got swept by the Cavaliers?
Jesus Christ! If it's Jeff Teague, I'm leaving right now. Oh my god! Oh god, bro! Like, I get he's old, man, so it's kind of hard to still give him this criticism if he was like in his prime or some shit. But it was an all-time stinker, bro. Dude played horrible. Like, he didn't even look like himself. There's no way. I don't think he's too old now. He can't pass like Isaiah and them, like in the top 5. It's done.
This is his last window.
It's fucking done.
And then, I mean, we'll get more to Phoenix, but now Ayton's a free agent. You're paying Chris Paul $50 million a year in perpetuity. Like, whoa, it's going to be an off-season
I told you,
for Phoenix.
Bro, I told you all that nut punching was going to eventually catch up to him one day. You out here grabbing dudes' dicks for fucking 20 years, bro. I told you that shit's going to catch up to him. He's never going to win a chip. It's never happening. He's not even going to win a chip hopping on the Warriors and playing no minutes. He'll never win a chip. The basketball gods have talked to you, and they said, no, bro. He hit 3 different people's nuts. Stop doing that
Terry,
shit.
Can I be a prisoner of the moment?
Of course. Overreaction Monday.
Can I? Yeah, let me stay in my glass cage of emotion, all right, just for 1 minute. Rajon Rondo had a better career than Chris Paul, and it was a better player.
Nah. You're wilding out. You're going crazy right now.
Bro, he was the best player when they won the chip on that team. He's been All-NBA all the times, been to the finals multiple times, went head-to-head in LeBron. I don't know. We saw Rondo for all his limitations and all the shit he couldn't do. We saw him step up in big moments and become a champion. And I just kept assuming Chris Paul eventually would do it, but he never did. It's time to close the book.
So you're done.
You're not the god, son.
It sounds like your boy just disappointed you so badly. The North Carolina zone. I've always hated him after he punched someone's nuts at Wake Forest. He started it off. He's a really, really, really good player. He's just on that second tier now. Hey, damn near, he might be on the third tier, honestly.
I'm a dirty player myself. Like, I appreciate the
you ain't never hit nobody
ain't grabbing.
Bro, you've never hit someone in the nuts, though.
Not in the nuts,
That's what I'm saying.
I'll do other stuff.
Come on. The nuts is disrespectful, bro. That shit is just straight disrespectful. And he deserves this shit.
Bro, I'm not going to lie. Nobody talked about it, but in that Heat series, Bogdanovich just straight up grabbed PJ Tucker's dick and just wrenched it. Like, he went around the screen and he just grabbed everything and he was like, no, we're going clockwise.
You telling me he wrenched?
I thought that should have been a suspension. I was like, I know you're about to get sent home anyway and you're going to have 3 months off. But when you get back in October, you're suspended the first 3 games.
He probably should be. But honestly, dude, Chris Paul disappointed you. He disappointed me. And
He let down North Carolina, everybody.
Yeah.
I mean, he let down Jesus himself. He took away the point God nickname. He was like, no, that's over. I sent a prophet down just to give this one message. Chris Paul, you not it.
Yeah.
Stop using my name in vain.
No,
You can call yourself the Point Prince or something like that.
No, that is true, man. God damn, dude. This pushes him down, bro. I think John Stockton's got his number now, bro. And you probably had him ahead of him anyways, but
this is just so damning, Terry. And
tough.
for your all NBA backcourt, the people are like, this is the best backcourt in the whole league.
Yeah.
Terry, they had 3 points combined at halftime. 3 points.
That's crazy.
Luka at halftime had 27 points, which equaled the entire Phoenix Suns score as well, man. Like, I mean, small, short, like we don't have grand enough adjectives to describe how, like, a modicum of stature is what they displayed. Like, I don't even know. We got to invent new words. I got to outsource the Latin to describe how small these motherfuckers came up. We got to pull out a microscope, Terry. Call Allen.
It was horrific. It was absolutely horrific. And they scored 10 points in the first quarter alone. So even for them to get to 80 after only scoring 27 and a half is like, that's actually fantastic. Like, y'all did a great job in the second.
Well, you guys played 25 minutes of garbage time. So congratulations.
Yeah. And then, bro, this is the shit I was telling you about with Jokic. And I didn't think about this when I was talking about the Suns. Mm-hmm. I think we overinflated this 60-win Sun team. They're not as good as we thought they were, bro. I mean, Luka Doncic is out here destroying Mikal Bridges like he's not a fucking good defender.
First of all, bro, we said that going in. Like, and I didn't put Bridges on my top 3 defensive player of the year ballot. He ended up finishing 2. Everyone said I was crazy. You're too skinny to guard that man. And we said it before the series started. They're like, who is guarding Luka? It's not Bridges. He's too small. And the answer was, you got to hope it's the referees.
And they tried it. So, yeah, we just overinflated this 64-win team. I think the West is way worse than what we thought, honestly, dude, because there were 64 wins, bro. They won 64 fucking basketball games.
We said, and we have to have the conference finals or the Warriors and the Suns. Give us basketball nirvana, what we're all asking for. But I think, Terry, a little piece of us knew. A little piece of us always doubted and remained because we're like, Phoenix, you have to show up to make the finals.
They have to.
No one was like, oh, the Warriors better make it. They're like, no. Phoenix, you better fucking show up because we had that stuck in our craw that there was a little crack in the foundation. And it turned out the crack's name was Elfrid Payton.
It's just so much. So CP3 played bad. Ayton played like 19 minutes in this fucking
17.
game. Yeah. Devin Booker, you're not a superstar, bro. We got to wait another year for this dude to be like, is he a superstar or not? Like, you've been in the league for too long for us to continue to have that conversation. I've never seen a 1 seed get absolutely smacked.
I've never seen somebody who's gotten just like described as a killer so much score 1 point in the first half of a game 7. He's a killer. He had 1 free throw.
Yeah.
He didn't even have a bucket.
You want to shit on Book? On Book?
Yeah. I mean, bro, I don't even read books, so I'll start there. It took me 10 years to graduate college. So what's up now, Book?
So I saw a stat line for like, I think the second half of the last 3 games. Devin Booker had 22 points overall in 3 games. He shot 0% from 3. He made no threes in the second half of 3 games. He shot 22% from the field, and he had 11 fucking turnovers. 11 turnovers and 22 points in 3 games.
That's James Harden.
All in the second half.
James Harden.
Huh?
Is that Devin Booker or James Harden? I don't know. They look the same. It's Spider-Man.
That's worse. Damn, James Harden hit 1 3. This dude missed every single 3 he took in the second half of 3 games. In a game 5, 6, and 7 that you needed to win. Like, y'all could have closed them out. Y'all were up 3-2. You let oh my God. They lost by 40 at home, bro. Like, that doesn't happen.
It doesn't.
It's absolutely
It's
ridiculous.
extenuating
This dude,
circumstances.
bro, just like I was saying, though, like, every time it seems like he's on fire, the other team seems to keep scoring. Like, it seems like every time he's getting buckets, it doesn't matter. I've never seen anyone get as many buckets as him, and it just doesn't give a fuck. Like, the crowd doesn't even get hyped. This dude, he'll score 58 points, and the crowd just like, all right, cool. The other team's still scoring on you every single time. This shit is weird to me, bro. He's a great scorer. Very good. He's a very good scorer. But to go cold like this is worse than James Harden.
Do you think he would have been more prepared to have a single basket in the first half of Game 7 if he wasn't complaining about people double teaming him in summer league runs?
Maybe, man. This
remember
dude.
that shit? He was like, Mark,
I remember that.
Stop it, man. I'm trying to work on my game. Guess what? You're going to get double teamed in the playoffs, buddy. How about you work on that so you can get a bucket? I'll tell you.
Yeah.
And so one more thing. The guy who double teamed him is in the conference finals in the East.
Who was it? I forget who that was.
Morris.
Oh, okay. So it was Morrison, like Joakim Noah or some shit, right? Or who the fuck was it? Yeah. It's like, damn, bro, you can't beat them in a double team. Don't matter if they double team you. Golly, they shouldn't even be able to go with you at all. But anyways, he played horrible. Chris Paul played bad. I mean, it's an all-time stinker, dude.
Wait a minute. The fish rots from the head down.
What?
And the first mistake that was made that led to this Phoenix collapse was drafting DeAndre Ayton over Luka Doncic.
Yeah.
Man, did that come back to bite them. We saw, like, you can't make the argument anymore that Ayton fits the team better. They got no. It's a bust. It's a blown pick. They fucked it up. A generationally bad pick.
It's not. Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Is it Marvin Williams?
Nah. They went to the finals with the kid. I can't say that. I can't say that.
How much is he going to get paid this offseason?
I don't know, bro. But, like, so you saw the post-game press conference with Monty Williams, and they asked him that question about why Ayton didn't play, and he just said, it's internal. Yeah. Like, y'all can't be fucking petty when it's a Game 7 in the second round, and you're the favorites to win.
When he pulled his ass out, they had that fight on the sidelines. Monty was like, you fucking quit on us.
Wow.
Yeah, then he sat his ass down to rest of the game. But I don't think he was playing like honestly, he was getting doubled when he got the ball in the post. When he was in single coverage, he rarely got it. He was like 4 for 7 or whatever. At least he was taking shots in the 17 minutes. Devin Booker and Chris Paul played like 30-something minutes and took 7 shots. This dude took 7 in 17 minutes.
Yeah.
And like they go scapegoat his ass. They gonna do it all. But I tell you what, DeAndre Ayton can't run up the floor, dribble the ball, and give it to himself. He can't establish position on the low block at the same time that he's bringing the ball up the court. This guy isn't Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's dependent on the 2 best guard backcourt or whatever in the whole NBA. And they didn't put him in positions to succeed. But they'll make him look like a fucking non-aggressive pussy this entire offseason. Like he just did some finesse shitty dude. But I'll be super interested to see what he plays like on a new team with a new deal next year. And Terry, it's not outlandish to suggest he could be linking back up with another dude who was in that same draft class, Trae Young, and the Atlanta Hawks, a team that's looking to shake up their team this offseason.
Maybe. That's a possibility. But it is kind of weird that you just can't have beef in the Game 7, bro. Just play the kid. Monty Williams, for as good as a coach as he is.
Monty Williams, Coach of the Year.
Yeah. And look, we're just 2 guys that be talking shit. But, hey, man, for as good as coach he is, you can't allow one dude to continue to beat you. You did the same shit last year with Giannis, just allowing Luka to just torch your fucking team, dude.
And then you remember after the finals, like Booker was like, yeah, I think, like, looking back, we probably should have built a wall. Like every other team did against Giannis the entire playoffs.
Yeah.
And then it's the same thing here with Luka.
Yeah.
I mean, Monty Williams has been coaching in the NBA like 5 times as long as Jayson Kidd. He got schooled by a dude who was having his
Yeah.
players run into him so he could spill his drink on the ground and gain free timeouts a half decade ago. Like he got taken to school by
Yeah.
Jason Kidd.
Yeah. Nah, J Kidd, he did a fantastic job, bro. But like at this point, I remember when I was questioning Monty last year. I think everybody needs to do the same shit, bro. I mean, it was great. The regular season was great, but like I said, I think we just forgot how shit the Western Conference was, and Luka just took them to lunch. And Monty refuses to make defensive adjustments as far as like doubles and shit.
And
He just like single coverage or die, and you die.
Adjustments like throughout the series,
Oh yeah,
putting Dorian Smith at center, putting Reggie Bullock on Chris Paul and have him hound him 94 feet, and even the in season adjustments. Getting rid of Kristaps Porzingis and bringing in Bertans and Spencer Dinwiddie. Terry, is Porzingis just
crazy, bro?
Taller white Dennis Schroeder?
Nah, I'm not gonna say that. He is annoying as shit. I don't even want to waste any of my breath on it. I'm a Knicks fan.
Let that one be gone.
I literally don't even want to wait.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah, fuck him. I'm done with him. He's a good player. He's not a winning player. That's all. But who is a winning player is your boy Luka. You want to praise the great white hope? The fucking
35 points. He
greatest
didn't play the fourth quarter. He was 12 of 19.
Dude rested.
Even though he only played like 20-something minutes, he sent Cam Johnson to the ground, Mikal Bridges to no man's land, and DeAndre Ayton to a new team. It's a hell of a series.
Yeah. No, Cam. I thought Cam Johnson was a good defender, but he got dropped, bro. This dude Luka Doncic dropped someone in a game 7. Like, I thought it was impressive that I saw LeBron throw it off the backboard in a finals game, but I've never seen anyone get crossed and fall to the ground in a pivotal elimination game 7 game, bro. This guy's special as fuck, man. I think it's time for all conversations of anyone in that draft class. You made a mistake by not picking this dude number 1. Like, we wanted to have that convo about the Trae Young shit, but with this performance,
I love Luka.
Man, this
all
motherfucker's
he's
so
done this
good,
year
man.
is what Trae Young did last year. So let's keep that in perspective. You know, Trae Young was up against the Bucks before he got assaulted by the referee, the team that won the NBA championship. So let's not go too overboard here. All right, we've seen referee make bad calls before. I've never seen a referee injure the other team's star player before. He tagged in the Undertaker
just stepped on his
and
foot.
he left
He
from
bruised
the
his foot. I don't know to tell you. So here's the thing. This is why, and I get what you're saying, but like, come on, we all know Trae Young and them. The only impressive win for me was against the Sixers. The Knicks, we overrated them crazy. But besides that, Now, Doncic, he overtook Michael Jordan's point per game average for the playoffs, which was a fucking like 30-year gap. Like no one had ever scored more than that in their entirety of their like playoff career, minimum, blah 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 games, like 20 or some shit.
This
dude is special, man.
I said I couldn't believe when we traded the pick. I couldn't fucking believe it. I was the happiest man in the world when he fell to us at number 3. I couldn't believe it. And I mean, he's a generational talent, dude. And the thing I appreciate so much about Luka is he cannot be rushed. He cannot be sped up. Like he plays like Kyle Anderson on all the juice. Like he goes slow and then slower. And then he gets past you with it. And you can't rush him. You can't make him turn the ball over a billion times.
Yeah.
Like, you can't get him out of his game and make him run up and down the court. He's like, no, I'm the most dominant. I'm the most talented. I play at my own rhythm. I'm the puppeteer with the strings, and you guys are the marionette.
I mean, this kid, he was torching Kawhi and Paul George like a couple of years ago. And I mean, he was torching Kawhi so bad, we were like, damn. We were questioning if Kawhi was a good defender anymore. That's how bad he was torching. But it turns out, dude, it's just a fucking beast. I mean, he's beating Miles Bridges.
He's done this now to Miles Bridges, Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, and Rudy Gobert.
Yeah, Rudy Gobert.
And we're about to see Draymond Green in the next one. Those are probably the 5 best defenders of the last decade.
Yeah.
Those 5 guys. He's about to do it to all of them.
Yeah. I mean, this dude, he was he's talking shit down 3-2 to Booker and Chris Paul. Like he's laughing at them in the first quarter of the fucking game in a game 7, bro. You know that theory I used to say about you need some lumps before you can win a chip?
Yeah.
I think we forget this motherfucker won a chip at 17 over there in the Euro League, bro.
Yep,
In the finals.
Eurobasket. Yep.
He's different.
MVP at 16.
He's different. Now they do have some lumps. They got first round lumps. But if anyone can do it, he might be able to do it. He might be able to go to the finals. I don't know if they can win because those two teams in the East are really fucking good. I'm still sleeping on the Heat. But this kid is really fucking good, man. I don't know what else to say. Like he's when it's all said and done right now, he's already top 10 at his age. Is he number 1? Is he the best? Michael was nasty though. Michael and LeBron were really good when they were young as fuck, like in their 20s. Yeah. But right now, this motherfucker's really good, man.
Magic was, won a championship finals MVP his rookie season.
Yeah, and Magic was disgusting.
I think Larry Bird won MVP his second year in the league.
Did he? Was it second?
It was real early.
Well, the thing about Larry Bird was he was like 26 when he was a rookie. So
no, he wasn't. Get the fuck out of here.
He was old as hell.
Just because
he wasn't young.
Old. Just because he looks.
He was 23.
Bro, he played on the same Olympic team as Magic Johnson together. They're like pretty much the same age.
Nah, Larry Bird's old as fuck. But anyways,
hey, just so Luka top frag, just because he looked good still. You get your fuck around getting to Steve. But Larry Bird's nose looks like a piece of cauliflower. You're like, oh, he's got to be 75.
All right, so look, is this the best anyone has looked at a young career, or am I overhyping this shit? Was Jordan way better because he scored 60 in a playoff game? Was LeBron way better because he almost went to finals?
LeBron dragged this Mavs team is better than that Cavs team with Boobie Gibson and Ilgauskas and all those guys.
Yeah,
this Mavs team is better than that. But basketball has also come so far since then.
Yeah,
we understand with all the analytics, points per possession. Like we understand what's good basketball now and what's bad basketball. Beyond a anecdotal way of good shots are closer to the basket and bad shots are further away.
Yeah. No, you're right. We need to watch out for this guy's trajectory, though.
Oh, yeah. He's up there.
At this pace.
He's on the joint with, Magic Johnson, Michael Jordan. I want to say Trae Young also in that same discussion. There's someone who I'm overlooking who was, shot out of a cannon. Maybe it was, Tiny Archibald or somebody like that.
When they were, really young?
Yeah.
Probably Kareem and fucking...
you got to remember, Kareem played 4 years in college.
Yeah.
So
no, I know.
Yeah. But
so did Larry Bird.
He's definitely, and I love how we get so ahead of ourselves because my man's is 4 years in the league, has literally... This is the first time he's ever been to a conference finals. If he gets swept by the Warriors in the conference finals in a week, we're gonna be like, "This is absolutely." He's gonna be like Paul Pierce. He's the white Paul Pierce. But here we are now, and we're talking about Luka and Michael Jordan and everything. But I love this, being in this bubble and being in this pocket where everything is possible. And Luka could still be one of the 5 best players of all time. It's still on the table. And it's a really exciting time for the NBA and for basketball.
Yeah, it is. Well, the only thing I'm saying is it's the points per game, bro. We've seen a lot of kids that have been really fucking good, but this dude is getting 35. Yeah, this dude's getting 35 points a game in the playoffs. We know the playoffs and the regular season are totally different. Just ask all of the MVP candidates that are now gone. You know what I'm saying? Except for Luka. He's the last one left of all these dudes.
And he wasn't even in the top 5 shortlist.
I don't think so.
Tatum's the only MVP guy left. He was on my top 5.
Yeah. I think he was in the overall top 5, actually.
Yeah.
But I didn't even look at the results. I forgot. I just know Jokic won. I think Embiid was second, and then it was your boy.
All right, dude. So let's look forward to the future out there in the West. Let's stay out there on the best coast. All right. We got the Warriors and the Mavs. I don't think we need to talk too much about Warriors Grizzlies. John Morant didn't play. Stephen Clay dropped 60. Steven Adams went out there and did as best as he could do, but ultimately
Oh
He had to
God,
call the rest of the
Steven Adams.
Justice League if he was really going to make a difference. But yeah, so we got
Uh,
Warriors Mavs, man. Let me start off with asking you this question: Who guards Luka?
I think we addressed it. Your boy Draymond. I think this might be perfect for Draymond. I don't know. I think he's quick enough laterally to guard him on the perimeter. I don't know if because like he's strong as hell, so Luka can't just hit him with that bully ball. At least I don't think
Yeah.
so. Draymond's arms are decently long as
Yep.
well. He's about 6'7". This might be the perfect matchup for Draymond. Honestly, if Draymond does really well against Luka, all right, Draymond, I'm gonna put you back up in that top 10. But like I said before, when he said he's the best defender of all time, I was
So
like, "Fuck out of
so
here."
not only does Draymond Green have to anchor the defense, but he also has to strap Luka man to man on the perimeter the entire time for you to say that he's a good defender.
No, he's a great defender. I don't think he's top 10 yet. He's got to do some more
I
shit for
think
me,
I
just for
think
me.
personally that's going to be like their last resort. Like they're going to try to do everything before they have Draymond guard Luka. It'll be like if no one else on the
Before,
team can handle him, then we'll put Draymond on him. But I think we'll see Wiggins start on him is what I anticipate.
yeah, I think Wiggins
Wiggins
can do some
played him
damage.
pretty well. I saw like a compilation clip of all his defensive possessions on Luka and all their games,
Mhm.
and he held him to like 20-some% shooting. He was in good position, playing
Okay,
physical, and that way you can keep Draymond Green like where he's best, which is
fresh.
as a helper, where he
Yeah,
anticipates, gets there early, and fucks your play up instead of having him try to strap and do all this stuff on the perimeter.
yeah. No, I got you. So more fourth
Yeah,
quarters
is
type
it
of
like
shit. I
high
get it.
leverage plays, like biggest moments? We might have Draymond on him, but
Yeah,
like a steady diet of Draymond on Luka, he gonna get his ass in foul trouble. First of all,
maybe. I mean, Draymond is smart. He doesn't usually get in a lot of foul trouble, but it can happen because I mean, Doncic is crafty as fuck, so I can see it happening. But
I want to see talk about like two guys who played mind games between Luka and
yeah.
Draymond, and two guys. I think they were 1 and 2 in the NBA at technical fouls
Hmm.
this season. This is a underplayed storyline to be watching because remember Draymond
Yep.
already has a certain amount of points
Yep.
accumulated from his suspension and whatnot. Luka is the type of guy who likes to goad you.
Yeah.
If LeBron James could coax a kick out of Draymond, what do you think Luka could get, Terry?
He might be able to get a couple donkey punches to the nuts. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I mean, Draymond, Dre, you can't do the dumb shit in this one though, bro, because you already know, like you said, like the points are already accumulated on his ass. He can't do it again. I think he's realized when he missed the finals that finals game. I'm not gonna say that lost them the 3-1 lead, but that was
It did.
that was the domino effect, bro. That was the one that he really fucked that
Yep.
up. So I don't think he's gonna do that again, but it's gonna be tough because Luka is a piece of shit. He does talk a lot of trash and he does get under motherfuckers' skin. So it's interesting. I'm just ready for Draymond to strap up, bro. That's all. But the thing about this Dallas team is that it's not just Luka though. Like everybody else on his team is finally giving him something. Like Dinwiddie scored 30 points in the game last night.
So I feel like was the worst thing that could happen to the Mavericks. Is Spencer Dinwiddie
Oh.
scoring 30 points in a game 7. And Terry, I'm being dead serious.
Yeah.
As soon as this dude gets a taste of like glory, he gets fucking drunk on it, man. He's thought everywhere he's went since he was with the Detroit Pistons, he thought he was the number one option on the team.
Yeah. Shit, I remember he was in Brooklyn for that short stint.
Right.
He was still bullshit when he was in Brooklyn. But
That's the last thing you want is Spencer Dinwiddie shooting it 22 times a game.
that's true. Was Jay Kidd the coach when Dinwiddie was in Brooklyn?
No, it was Kenny Atkinson, I believe.
Okay. Well, I think that's the only difference because I didn't see it much with Dinwiddie this year, and he was on and off, with health problems and stuff like that. I think Jay Kidd kind of can get in his ear, and I haven't seen Dinwiddie do stupid shit. Like, not for a long period of time. I don't know if you've noticed something that I haven't noticed, but I haven't seen Dinwiddie, get the ball and be like, I'm better than everyone. I'm taking this shot. I haven't seen that a lot.
I think and this is credit to Luka. Like, I wasn't in the Nets locker room,
Yeah.
but I imagine Luka, he'll like put an end to this shit. Like, I don't know, I don't see him like allowing Spencer Dinwiddie. Like, he'll pull him aside and be like, "Listen, bud, it's me. I'm
Yeah.
the baby bird with the wings. You guys are here to build a nest. All right. So when I come home with worms, open your mouth. But apart from that, I don't need to see your ass flying doing nothing
You're
but
right.
picking up sticks."
You're right. Well, at a certain point in time, when you watch somebody play, and you can think you're better than everyone on the court, that's the mentality you have to be in the NBA or to be a professional athlete in general. But
You think
it's
Kevin
certain point.
Hurrah has that mentality?
Yeah, he does. He does. But the thing is, you do realize at a certain point when people are fucking better than you. And I think Luka is just so fucking good. I think Spencer knows. I'm like, this dude is really fucking good. I know I'm not the best. I know I'm good, but I'm not trying to be selfish.
I got to fall back a little bit.
Yeah, like him and Jalen Brunson, I think are kind of perfect for Luka because they can also dribble, so Luka doesn't get like exhausted in the fourth quarters like he has in the previous years versus the Clippers and shit. So I think this is a perfect storm for the Mavs. But I don't know, man. The Warriors are really good, dude. But Steph's got to show up. Steph, he's playing okay. But like I got these high expectations for this dude. And I know he's kind of fucked up in the playoffs a lot. What you say?
I said I did too.
Yeah, like I know dudes he's got some stinkers in the playoffs. You know, he lost that 3-1 to OKC. Or not, he didn't lose the 3-1. My bad. He lost the 3-1 to the Cavs. Klay Thompson really was the guy who brought them back when they beat OKC in that 3-1 and Kevin Durant came. The only time I've ever seen Steph Curry play great in the NBA Finals is when he played with Kevin Durant. And that team was the all-time cheat code, and I don't care what anybody says, the 90s Bulls can't touch them. I don't give a fuck. That's the best team ever. Steph Curry struggles in the playoffs, and he struggled this year.
So, Terry, we have seen a couple stinkers from Steph, but let's not go overboard and start calling him Chris Paul. Okay? All right?
No disrespect.
You're not going to be able to do what they did last round and put Reggie Bullock on Steph and be like, "Oh, he's going to guard him 80 feet and tire him out." Steph's not going to be able to bring the ball up the court in 8 seconds. That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen at all, bro.
No.
This is going to be a 3-point shooter's wet dream, dude.
Man,
it's like no bigs. The biggest player on the court is probably going to be Bialica, who's like 6'8". Like,
yeah, it's interesting. This is the new basketball, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Like,
I got some stats for your ass. Bro.
Go ahead, give me something.
Dallas,
give me something hot.
Dallas and Boston this year, first and second in 3-point frequency, and second and third in limiting the opponent to shooting threes. For the postseason as a whole, Terry, Dallas has shot 13 threes more per game than their opponents, and Boston 11 threes a game more than their opponents. The Warriors, as you know, have the Splash Brothers and Jordan Poole.
They chuck them.
This is going to be Charles Barkley is going to be eating his fucking heart out with all these jumpers.
No, that's true. That's true. But you know, I mean, Luka shoots the mid ranges. Steph does too. Klay does as well. Jordan Poole does too. I mean, it's going to be a jump shooting ass game. Like all these games are going to be crazy. Like these guys' arms are going to be so tired after all the fucking long jumpers that they're going to be shooting. But I'm excited, bro. This is some different type of basketball. This is some different shit. This ain't that old school shit no more, man. These motherfuckers are running and gunning, going fast as fuck, and shooting a lot of fucking threes. Yeah. I am excited as hell. But I want to see Steph show up, bro. Steph, you need to give me some 40-point games, man. I'm tired of this dumbass shit.
Hey, and Terry, the biggest talking point the whole series, with all this small ball and Jordan Poole out there with Steph and shooting threes, can Boban Marjanovic establish... I'm not. That was a pump fake. I was waiting to see if you were going to jump out the gym.
Nah. I was listening, but I was like, hell,
Terry, 7'6". He's got the big frame. You think Kevon Looney is talking with Boban?
You talked me into it. Give him 7-minute spurts. He's getting 40 points. His fucking per 36 is crazy. Out the roof. Nah, we won't do it. It's going to be interesting, though, series are long as hell. So it is going to be interesting to see if somebody tries to do different shit just to be crafty. The Warriors, their defense isn't great either, though. It's not great. It's very good, but they haven't gone up against Luka. They had hella problems with Ja Morant.
Yeah,
So
they did. But Terry is going to be a different type of player. Like Ja Morant, quicksilver, slithery, explosive. Luka Doncic's the opposite. Yeah. And then also the size of players. It's like you got to have a much bigger dude to guard Luka. You know what I mean? And
no, you're right.
Fortunately for the Warriors, they have some of those guys coming back. Andre Iguodala is going to be reevaluated from his neck injury on tomorrow. They said they anticipate that Otto Porter will be back for game 1. Obviously, they're not going to have Gary Payton after he, broke his arm and whatnot. But those guys, Iggy and Otto Porter, I imagine when Wiggins is not guarding Luka, I imagine those will be the first two rotating in before they have to burn the whole house down and put Draymond on.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. I mean, what's your predictions, though? You think Warriors are winning this or
Warriors.
Dallas?
Remember, I picked Warriors Heat before the playoffs. So my picks are still intact.
Yeah, you did.
I'm not going to go back on them now. I'm going to ride this all the way out till the fucking wheels fall off.
Yeah. Yeah, no, you're right. I picked Phoenix. They choked on a big fat cock, so hey.
That's what happens.
We'll see how it goes. I do think I got Warriors.
Score 14 points a game, Terry. I mean, you got infatuated. You got entranced. Chris Paul did his little lap dance virtually over the internet. And just like Julius Hodge, you start having penis problems. And here we are.
Yeah. No, I got you. So for this series, though, is this who has the most to lose? Who has the most to gain?
Jordan Poole has the most to gain.
For as far as
to the tune of $100 million. Terry, the betting odds right now, Steph Curry, as it stands right now, is the betting favorite to win Finals MVP.
Okay.
Do it. Now you asking me?
Is it go 7?
Steph at 12-1, or do I like Jordan Poole at fucking 40-1?
Sneaking in there.
Is there a possibility where Jordan Poole wins Finals MVP, Terry? Is there a world in which that happens?
Yeah, there's definitely a world where that happens. But he did kind of come down to earth in a couple games versus Memphis. I'm not gonna lie about that. He came down to earth a little bit, but if he gets that confidence back versus Dallas, which is possible, it's very possible because
he's going to be guarded by Spencer Dinwiddie.
Yeah, so I think he's going to have some fun out there. It's going to be interesting. I hope it goes 7. I don't know if it will.
Clay's not letting this get to 7. Clay's ending this at 6. Come on, man.
So you got Warriors in 6.
He got both revolvers out. And then he's gonna pull his dick out and go like this.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I think I'm gonna go Warriors in 7, simply because I think Luka and J Kidd have kind of figured out some stuff to do as far as the others helping out a lot more for Dallas. So I got the Warriors in 7, but I think Luka's gonna be he's gonna be dangerous, bro. I'm gonna be scared. I'm gonna be scared watching it for Steph, because if Steph loses this, because they're the favorites. They're the favorites, and it's not even close. Yeah. Steph loses this, all this top 10 talk's got to go. It's got to go for your boy Steph Curry. Come on, bro. It doesn't? You can't lose to Dallas. They're fucking 4 seed.
Nah.
If
he loses, it'll be because Luka's ascending to be one of the greatest players. It'll be less about Steph. It'll be more about Luka. Steph's already an MVP, multiple-time champion. He's within the top 15 players of best players in NBA history.
Well, can he crack top 10 though? That's what I'm asking.
He's got to win a Finals MVP, bro. You got to be the best player in the Finals. I don't give a fuck what you do in the conference finals against Luka. That doesn't change anything for me. You got to win Finals MVP.
But if he loses, though, that shit's gone. If he loses,
then I'll blame it on Clay and be like, he wasn't healthy.
Oh, get the fuck out of here.
I'll be the best defender on their team, Gary Payton, got his arm broke by Tubby Smith in a domestic terrorism accident.
Nah. See, that's my thing with Steph Curry, bro. Everybody loves this motherfucker when he's scoring 50. But they don't really give him that much blame when they lose and shit. They're just like, oh, well, we'll give it to KD if you lose. You give it, you had injuries and all this shit. If you fucking lose, you lose. And you're the best player on the goddamn team.
That's
Give this
because
motherfucker.
I think there's a part of Steph Curry that's like, at least for me, it's kind of like the Joker. Even when he's not making shots, the pull
His
that
effect.
his presence has on the entire fucking defense, like you could still feel it. They still have to guard him the same, whether he's making those shots or missing. So like his floor, even if he like sucks from a traditional standpoint, he'll still never be as bad as Chris Paul and Devin Booker for this past weekend.
Hey, at this point, Chris Paul is not North Carolina's own. It's Steph Curry now. Steph Curry is North Carolina's own. Jeff Teague. Nah, I'm just saying it because like
Smith. We just gonna do all Wake Forest guys.
No, you're right. The only thing I'm saying is like, dude lost the 3-1. We didn't even blame him. All we did was say LeBron was the greatest. That's all we said.
Hold on.
We never even talked about this guy.
You know what we're not even talking about? Is Wake Forest like point guard you? Chris Paul, Ish Smith, Jeff Teague, Jose Alvarado, all in recent years.
Alvarado went to Georgia Tech? Wake Forest?
I thought.
I don't know. I have no idea. But that is a lot of NBA talent. That is.
At the same position.
For them not to be Kentucky or some shit, that's actually pretty good.
Right? But anyways, back to the topic. Actually forgot it. Oh, it's funny. I'm just saying, I'm reminded.
J. Cole.
Yeah, holla at your boy.
So you're just not one of these people that are top 10 in Steph. That's not happening.
Not yet. You got to get the MVP.
All I'm saying is if he loses this, I'm done with it. He's never gonna crack it for me. I'm done with it. He's never gonna crack it for me. You can't let one guy that he doesn't even have an all-star or anyone who's ever been an all-star in their career on his team. You can't let that one guy beat y'all. I'm telling you, bro. I'm out. And I'm a shit on him too. I'm not gonna let him slide. I don't think
Steve Kerr is gonna let Jayson Kidd be out-coach him either. I don't think Steve Kerr is gonna turn into Monty Williams overnight. He's a way better coach than Monty Williams.
J. Kidd is out here looking like a beautiful mind. I swear. He's looking like a really good coach, man. This shit is crazy. The change from him being in Brooklyn.
Steve Kerr could get under Jason Kidd's skin, just like Luka going to try to get under Draymond's. You think Steve Kerr is going to be trying to bait Jason Kidd into getting technicals and post game and everything? Getting fined for talking about the referees?
I think J. Kidd is he's gotten his act together, man. This
whole Steve Kerr like nice guy shit is like a fucking farce. Like I'm telling you, the guy is a competitor. He is tough as fucking nails. If you don't think he knew what he was doing with that whole he broke the code shit, he absolutely was intentionally applying pressure to have him kicked out for the rest of the series, dude. Steve Kerr's a gamer. Right. And J. Kidd go find out.
He is. Just watch out for your boy J. Kidd, though. He's turning into a great coach.
Watch where you're stepping, because it might be wet near him.
Hey, also shout out to Rick Carlisle for not fucking being able to get out of the first round with one of the best players of all time. Just saying. J. Kidd's a good coach. And they play defense now.
Rick Carlisle is about to be out of basketball, dog.
I'm telling you, bro.
Like, all these old white guys have got to go. Like, the Hoosiers dudes, like the George Carls and Rick Carlisles and all these guys.
Especially George Carl.
He got to go.
So we're bringing in Doc Rivers too.
Like the young black players that they think they're above the game. They have no respect for the integrity and blah, 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 blah. Shut your ass up, man. Go eat a mayonnaise sandwich in a fucking retire home playing bingo. No wonder he wanted to coach the Indiana Pacers. Finally, I have TJ McConnell, my perfect point guard.
Oh, God. You crazy, man. Hey, look, I got no transition. Let's just go over to the East after that.
Fair enough.
Let's just go to the East.
With the Bucks played the Celtics in another blowout of a Game 7. At the end of this series, Giannis became the first player in NBA history to score 200 points, snag 100 rebounds, and dish out 50 assists. Ultimately, Terry was all in vain, though, as the Chris Middleton-less Milwaukee Bucks succumbed in 7 games to the Boston Celtics.
Yep. And it was Jayson Tatum, your boy JT. Played a great game. Al Horford gave you some good games. After game 5, I mean, oh my God. Like, Giannis played so well in that game. Drew Holiday played so well with the defensive stops. We thought it was over. We thought, take it back to Milwaukee. The champs are going to do what they do, and they're going to finish them off. And then Tatum gives me 46 fucking points, bro. Talk about a reverse of what he scored, 10 points that one game? Or was it like
points,
9?
And we said it.
In
we were
game-
like, listen, after he's going to have the explosion.
Yeah.
We're not worried about this guy. Against the Nets,
Yeah.
he did the same thing. And he came out. And what did he do? He dropped 30-something in the second half of game 6.
Yeah. Yeah. It was either the second or the first, but he fucking – dude played really, really well. I mean, Boston – they're my pick on the East to go to the finals, but I didn't see them, like, winning back-to-back games in the fashion that they did. Like, absolutely. Like, Giannis shot, like – I don't even think – he shot, like, 40-something%. Like, this dude shoots close to 60, like, almost all the time. He's an absolute beast.
For the series. But, Terry, a lot of that is deflated by his three-point shooting numbers. For twos, he still shot, like, 53%. Which is ridiculous considering they built a wall to prevent him from getting twos into the paint, and he's still finishing above 50%.
Yeah.
But to me, the story of this series was the three ball. The Bucks could not buy a bucket. Their three-point shooting, they shot 27.9% for the series, Terry. They were 57 for 204. Meanwhile, the Boston Celtics are making 11 more threes a game than anyone else in the playoffs. They made 53 more threes than the Bucks did this series, Terry. 53 more threes. That's the most ever in NBA history, the disparity between two teams. Yep.
Really? Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense. I mean, well, look at how the Bucks played defense. They liked playing with the bigs. They had to change that up in a couple games, but they literally just
Mike
give you
Budenholzer has given up corner threes religiously everywhere he's been. Everywhere. It's like he didn't attend the goddamn conference that they have with Daryl Morey every year to do the analytics, where they tell you that the corner three is the most efficient shot at basketball. He never got the memo. It's disgusting to watch, bro. But Mike Budenholzer just looked like a dude who, like, he was just out of answers. Like, he was just like, by the end of the series, he was back doing what they were doing in game 1. Like, he just rotated all the way around. It was like he had a wheel of options. And he was just like, and we're back to the beginning. Brook Lopez and Bobby Portis. Get out there and get some rebounds.
Well, I'm saying, realistically, there's literally nothing else that he could do. It's not like we can blame the Bucks for losing this shit. You have to play who you have.
Who traded for Serge Ibaka.
Yeah. You fucking give away DiVincenzo for Serge, who doesn't play at all in this fucking series. If you trade for someone and they don't play in a playoff series and you lose in 7,
Grayson
that's
Allen
a fucking horrible trade.
I got this.
Dude, it's not college anymore, my guy.
Giannis,
this dude didn't make a shot. He could shoot in college, and he could shoot sometimes in this series. Would you ever think of a day where Grayson Allen, like a fucking knockdown three-point shooter in college, was missed wide open threes?
Airballing
in the corner, too, like easy ones. Dude was choking.
He looked like
he's not ready for the big stage. Pat Connaughton shoots. Yeah, you're right. Pat Connaughton was just missing threes. I mean, he wasn't great in most of the Boston games.
On the team, the whole series. Bobby Portis couldn't hit shit.
But he's not scared.
Pat Connaughton's scared to do is dunk on somebody. Yeah. Motherfucker's in the dunk contest, but goes to the hoop soft as hell every single time. But Bobby Portis couldn't hit threes.
He can't dribble. So that was
couldn't hit threes. Chris Middleton was out. George Hill was inexplicably defending Jayson Tatum in the biggest possessions of each. Like, Giannis is like, he did everything he could.
Yeah.
He put the whole team on his back like Greg Jennings.
Yeah.
And this is what happens when you're relying on Javon Carter and Wesley Matthews and God knows who else, Jordan Nwora and Grayson Allen. Like,
yeah. I mean, bro, come on. Javon Carter's been on like 6 fucking teams. Wesley Matthews was like almost out of the league 2 years ago. Grayson Allen is like in his 5th season, and he got drafted by the Jazz. He played for 1 season there. Got traded from the fucking Grizzlies. Like, this team is garbage. Pat Connaughton can't shoot, and he keeps fucking shooting. Drew Holiday had to shoot way more than he should have.
And then
because he's not
Giannis,
a great offensive player.
Who's been like
he hasn't been
the
one
most
in a long time.
devastating role man in the NBA this year, now is having to like dribble the ball up the court and run the pick and rolls himself. And so it's like, am I blaming Giannis for any of this? No. Nah,
man. I can't. Dude played great. Bro, like you said, dude, the only person. Fuck all this Nikola Jokic 2,000, 1,000 regular season bullshit. Nobody has ever gotten 200 points, 100 rebounds, and 50 assists in a fucking playoff series. The he's a fucking monster. But he can't do it by himself. They missed Chris Middleton really badly. And that's it.
Terry?
You can't blame Giannis. He did what he could. Dude got 20 rebounds in this game.
This is an inconvenient truth, but this is part of our job here at the Habitual Line Steppers podcast. And somebody in the Bucks front office needs to hear it. And you know what? Giannis Antetokounmpo, I think you need to hear this too, bud. It's time for your brother to go. We treat him to 4 years of living an NBA lifestyle. He got to make some money. He got to be there for some of the biggest moments.
Yep.
It's 4 years of us knowing that this dude is 4 years away from contributing. Like, he's the rawer version of Bruno Caboclo when he got drafted by the Raptors. You can't keep wasting a roster spot on somebody's brother, dude. Like, when it comes down to playoff moments like this, you don't think they could have used Tony Snell to cash some of these corner threes? Like, when you have a championship guy, the best player in the league, you just can't waste roster spots on doing family friends. Like, I'm sorry. Someone had to say it, Terry.
Hey, man, look, it's not like I necessarily disagree with you, but this dude's the best player in the league. He gets what he wants. His brother's going to be on the team. I'm surprised he doesn't have his other 2 brothers on the team.
Mavs G League team.
Yeah, but I mean, look, dude, it's not really much analysis that really needs to be talked about for this game. Tatum played like fucking Tatum. Brown played great. Boston hit threes. Bucks didn't. The Bucks have a shit roster. Their roster is absolutely shit.
At the beginning of the season, Middleton was hurt, and DiVincenzo.
Middleton got hurt, man. Middleton got hurt,
and then Bobby Portis had eyeball surgery or something. He lost his superpower. Like, the motherfucker's wearing goggles now. We can't see your crazy eyes. Now no one's afraid of you anymore.
Yeah, no, that's true. That's true. But like, honestly, it's fucking easy. You don't need to talk crazy about it. Middleton was missing. He's a 20 points per game scorer. Every game they lost was by like 20 points. That's simple. And Al Horford played out of his fucking mind in one game. He literally played better than Giannis for like a stretch in the fourth. Granted, Giannis was tired as fuck because he was doing it by himself. But he did. Marcus Smart gave me a game where he was good. Pritchard is making threes. Grant Williams, if you would have told me before the game started that Grant Williams shot the ball 22 times, I said, how much did the Celtics lose? By 50 or 60? Like, this dude shot the ball 22 times. He shot 18 threes. Hey, he made most of them. Or a majority. He made a decent amount of them.
Offseason.
He was on fire. Hopefully, he's a good player. And can Robert Williams stay on the court? This is not even the best team. They're playing Al Horford instead of Robert Williams, who's the defensive player of the year candidate, bro.
They're good.
The Celtics are good.
I got to give it up. I didn't want to give it up all year. I'm being forced to give it up.
They're fucking amazing.
No point guard. They got no point guard. Like,
really? Why are you hating on them?
They don't have an elite
Bill Simmons
person who can create easy buckets.
They don't have a point. That's true.
They're a whole team. They can just create for themselves. Marcus Smart is a decent passer.
They don't have an elite.
He's probably the best passer on the team. But nobody confuses him with a guy who's setting the table for other guys. You know what I mean? Like, even in the way that Ben Simmons did. So that's always like what gives me cause for pause. And I think against like the elite defenses like the Heat have, it's like you have to find ways to generate stuff that's easy. You can't be working hard for it all game long. Like, you have got to find a way to slip in and get some easy buckets. And when you don't have a dude who can like
Yeah.
just look somebody off and then pass to the opposite corner for an open three, that makes things a little bit harder.
No, you're right. I mean, fucking Marcus Smart. Drew Holiday fucking just stole the ball right out of his hands in game 5. And Jayson Tatum was wide the fuck open. He didn't even see it at all. This guy is not a point guard. I don't care what anybody says. We've been talking about this for what, 4 years with this Celtics team? That they need a fucking point guard, and they still are not going to do it, and somehow they're really fucking good. I don't know what the fuck is going on down there. Udoka's a great coach, and I thought that's why they brought Derek White. But he looks like he's kind of shitty.
He can't do it either.
He ain't got that pop in him.
Yeah, but defensively, god damn, are they connected and physical? And
yeah,
Ime Udoka challenged them all year and challenged their manliness and their toughness. And, you know, that's all shit that Brad Stevens never did, you know, with the X's and O's pussy and all that type of shit. And you've seen the effect that it has on the team. But there's just a part of me that just can't believe that, like, a team that's counting on Peyton Pritchard is going to make it to the NBA Finals. Like, I just can't believe that.
Bro, Peyton Pritchard hit that step back 3 so damn clean. I was like, bro, the 90s are done. Right. If someone on the ninth person on the bench for the Celtics hits a step back 3, Ron Harper could never. Are you fucking kidding me? That shit was dirty, bro. I was like, bro, this is ridiculous. The Celtics are so fucking
Peyton Pritchard, fucker. He was like, am I back in the Drew League? I know it's summertime.
Yeah. Nah, he's a good little scrappy dude. But when you think about it, bro, when Robert Williams went down, and you remember what fucking Bruce Brown, what's the dude's name, the kid for Brooklyn? Brown, something?
Bruce Brown? Yeah.
Bruce Brown, yeah. Bruce Brown said, oh, well, Robert's out. We're just going to go right at Horford and whoever the fuck, Tice, who doesn't play much.
Durant was like...
Kid's young, but Al Horford stepped up in a big way, man. It's like he looked like a shell of himself a little bit in OKC.
I hate Al Horford, in Philly so much. As a fucking Hawks fan, I fucking hate this guy. Where was this dude? Where was this fire when we were getting swept by the Cavaliers? Where was this fire when Matthew Dellavedova was out physicaling you all game? Where was the guy who said, yeah, and then he did all that screaming and stuff? And that didn't sit well with me. So I went out there and won the game. Oh, that's right, Terry. He was complaining about playing power forward. Or he was complaining about playing center when he was really a power forward. Turns out, Al Horford, they all were right. You've been a center your whole fucking career. Anyways, back to you, Terry.
Yeah, no, you're right. For the most part, yeah. I mean, they just got a really deep-ass team, bro. It's very similar to Miami. So this is going to be an interesting matchup, dude. Mm-hmm. Because even in the regular season, watching Boston play Miami, there's some close-ass games in there, you know? And this is going to be interesting as fuck. I don't know which way this...
It's going to be theater, dude. And both teams want to play the same way.
Yeah.
They want to play with 5 shooters. They want to spread you out. They want to switch everything.
Are we going to see Duncan Robinson? Is he going to make a fucking appearance?
I think we will.
Okay.
I think we will.
Because if Spoelstra's going to be out here like Pep Guardiola and not play like somebody that's an intricate part.
Here's the thing. Dallas is going to have to put like Pritchard and you know,
Boston,
probably not Romeo Langford, but maybe Nesmith. There are going to be moments where these guys have to play like 8 minutes. And if I see that, like, I'm immediately telling Duncan Robinson, hey, get your ass up, go in the game. We're putting in an extra shooter.
Yeah.
Like,
no, you're right.
100%.
You're right. So you got Miami. You got Miami as your team. What's your how you think this is going down? How you think this is going down between Miami and Boston?
Your boy Tyler Hero.
Oh God.
Is winning finals MVP. It's been a big week for Jack Harlow, and it's going to be an even bigger week for Tyler Hero.
Nah, so Jaylen Brown pretty much stepped up big in this whole series. We saw Tatum do his thing in game 6 and 7. Who's gonna guard the other person? So Jimmy Butler's a decent defender. PJ Tucker's decent, but he is showing signs of kind of slowing down a bit. Kyle Lowry's a little bit hurt.
Whoa. He was checking Trae Young 94 feet in the Atlanta series.
That was a series
showing
ago.
Signs of
I'm talking about.
down.
Did you watch the Philly series?
Yes.
He looked old. His knees look like they're 58. So PJ Tucker sitting in the chair guarding Jayson Tatum, bro. Tatum is about to cook his ass just like KD did last year. Come on now.
Except KD didn't cook his ass. He did a great job defending Kevin Durant.
Kevin Durant scored.
Won that series, and then PJ Tucker became an NBA champion.
Oh
That's what actually happened.
That's
what happened in real life last year.
Bruh, KD scored 40 a game. Are you serious?
Look at the tracking data, Terry.
It's the same shit they said when they said Ben Simmons was fucking locking up Trae Young, and Trae Young fucking averaged 34 a game.
Yeah, the difference between Trae Young and Kevin Durant is Trae Young also averaged like 11 assists in that series.
Beast, dude. All right, so you think Tucker's going to be able to slow down Tatum? So who's going to go Brown?
I didn't say that.
Okay.
You said he was looking like he's getting old, and I was like,
I got you.
premature. I think Butler is the one who guards Tatum.
So who's going to score? You know Miami has problems with that every now and then.
It's gonna have to be
committee.
It's always committee with Miami. Come on now, you know that.
Well, except for that last series, your boy Butler was averaging like 32.
The guy who I'm really looking at that I think is like the balance of this series hangs on him is Kyle Lowry. If he's out there limping around like he was in the 76ers series, the Miami Heat are not gonna win.
No,
that's where they have the advantage at the point guard position. Kyle Lowry, when fully healthy, is Marcus Smart, but with that offensive game that we crave.
Yeah.
Like, he's physical on defense. He's smart. He can't be moved. He can switch on to bigger players in the post because he's that big old butt of his. Like, and, you know, he was a dude who was in the finals scoring 20-some points a game, you know, when they had Kawhi. He has a much higher offensive ceiling than Marcus Smart, but he has got to play to his potential.
Yeah.
If he's hobbled, that's bad for the Heat. And I think then that a lot of things start to unravel for the Heat because I don't know who else brings to them what Lowry brings specifically.
Yeah. Now you're right because like Gabe Vincent, he's not that guy. And who's the other kid? Max Strauss, right?
Max Strus.
Yeah.
He's a shooting guard. Like, he can't handle the ball as well.
Yeah, you know, so they don't really have another guard, honestly. Because they'd probably have to give more responsibility to Jimmy Butler and also like Oladipo and Tyler Hero. And I mean, they can do it, but they're not like great distributors. I mean, Butler has shown that he can do it in the playoffs. He's gotten some triple doubles and shit. And especially in the bubble, he was like doing it a lot. But if you're right though, if Kyle Lowry is out, which is kind of weird to say, like a 37-year-old or however old he is, like guy is an integral part of Miami winning. That's a problem. I think Boston's got their number in this one.
He's also an integral part of them playing fast. Like, he's one of the best kick-out passers in basketball. Like, he gets the break going immediately. And then when you get cross-matched with Miami in transition, that's when they kill you with the threes when you're all over the place.
Yeah.
And he helps speed them up so much. He speeds them up. Because Jimmy wants to go slow. Bam wants to go slow. You know what I mean? Duncan Robinson wants to go slow. All these guys want to go slow. And it's Kyle Lowry that stirs that soup and say, hey, let's push. Let's go. Between him and Drew Holiday, like, I think Kyle Lowry is a more accomplished offensive player. But I think similar to Drew Holiday, like, we saw how hard Drew Holiday had to work to get 15 points in this last series against the Celtics. He had to work his fucking ass off to score 15 points a game.
Marcus Smart, baby.
Yeah, but Kyle Lowry, dude, if you hop, like, you got to be 100. If it's as hard as it is for Kyle Lowry as it was for Drew Holiday, I think the Celtics might win.
Possibly, but to me, I think the key is more Bam Adebayo. I think he's more of the key because if you look on the Celtics side,
he's got to destroy Horford.
Yeah. He has to. He absolutely has to because Marcus Smart probably at this point in Kyle Lowry's career is better than Kyle Lowry, I would say. Tatum's better than Butler. Brown is better than Hero and Duncan and Victor Oladipo.
If everything's healthy, I'm taking Lowry over Smart. If they're
Right
still,
now, still at
yeah,
35,
if he was
36.
healthy, like, yeah, I'm taking him. I'm taking him because the two way, he can create for others. He can get his own shot.
He's, I don't
Like
know.
he's
He's
a really
decent. You're
good
right.
defender. He's a smart guy.
I just think Marcus Smart defensively is way better than Kyle Lowry is offensively, on the other end. That's all I'm saying. But backcourt, definitely go Celtics. I think the biggest discrepancy is Bam. Bam has to be way better than Horford. Bam has to be better than Williams if he gets to play. I don't know if he is or not. And he's got to be better than Tyson shit. Like,
Yeah,
he has to.
yeah,
Because and on the bench for Miami, they don't really have a good big
I
man.
totally agree. And
Deadman,
the other
trash.
Dead. No, I like Dwayne Dedman actually, but I've always liked Dwayne Dedman since he played for the Hawks. But
Yeah, I know.
for me, it's like the Celtics have the best player in this series, Jayson Tatum. But we've seen a
You
lot of
don't
times, yeah,
know.
Jimmy Butler loves that. Whenever the narrative set up like Jimmy Butler's not the best player is when he really plays the best. Like he relishes the challenge of taking on another top guy at his same position.
Yeah, he does.
So let's just say for the sake of an argument, because Tatum finished top five in the MVP voting and Butler didn't,
Yeah.
that at this point in
Yeah.
their career, Tatum is better than Butler. All right? If Tatum's the best player in the series, then Miami has 2 and 3, and Butler and Bam. So
Most likely.
it's like, can your second and third best parts like be better than the supernova that is Jayson Tatum? I think
Maybe.
that's going to be very important to me that Butler and Bam dominate. They've got to win those
Yeah.
matchups because you don't have the best player in the series. And usually, I mean, we just saw the Bucks go home with Giannis, right? But usually,
Yeah.
the team that has the best player wins in a best of 7.
That's true. Hey, man. But like we were saying before, it is up to Bam. It is up to, Kyle Lowry and those guys. But if Brown played like he did in this last series, I think Boston gets this one pretty, not easily, but like
Okay,
it could go in 6. It could go
it
in
could go in
6. If,
6.
if Brown's getting 26, 27 a game, I mean, it could be short. They got to shut him down. And Oladipo still thinks he's really fucking good, in which he is. He's still got a little talent in there, but
Yeah.
he was getting a little ahead of himself in that Philly
This is
series.
the NBA Finals. Like these are the best 2 teams. Whoever wins the East
Ooh.
is gonna run through the finals.
So the East is the best
Like
conference
what
now.
if
No, I'm
you
just
what?
fucking with you.
Yeah, it
It
is.
is.
If you what?
I'm not.
If you look at I'm telling you, watch the level of physicality in this series
Yeah.
compared to the level of
The defense.
physicality out in the West. It's gonna be like watching 2 different sports, bro.
Yeah, it is.
And that's
Bro,
gonna
but
make you more well prepared for the finals because it's like we just had to go through a fucking dogfight to get here. Like we gonna carry all that same energy, the same edge, that same physicality, like right into game 1 and punch your soft ass right in the mouth.
possibly, man. But Boston's defense is really fucking good. Jimmy Butler is the only wild card, though, honestly, dude. Because like once I saw Jimmy Butler like almost play
To a
LeBron to a
draw,
draw, like it was close. Like LeBron, regardless of what the fuck anybody wants to say, is a top 5 all-time NBA player. Some people say he's a GOAT, some people say he's second. Doesn't matter. If you're not saying he's top 5, you're fucking crazy. Jimmy Butler, maybe top 50, maybe. And he played him to a fucking draw, bro. So Tatum might be good, and he might be in club superstar now. I'm not going to sleep on Jimmy Buckets. Even though I did pick Boston to win, I'm not afraid to say Miami might win the series if Jimmy Butler fucking goes head-to-head and
yeah.
plays better. Like, if he plays better than Jayson Tatum, Miami's
Or
winning this easily.
if he
It's not
just
even a
matches
question.
Jayson Tatum.
I think he's better than Jayson Tatum in the playoffs, dude. I think he is.
I don't think that's crazy. I mean, Jimmy Butler always plays better in big moments. But Jayson Tatum, when it counted, chips on the line, he did send Giannis home. And he did have that 30 points.
He did it twice.
Game 6.
But like we said, Giannis had no help at all. So it's easy to dismantle a team with no
less
defense.
To me about Tatum versus Butler and more about all the auxiliary parts and the battles between Bam and Horford and Tyler Hero and Marcus Smart and Robert Williams in the bench. That's what I'm going to be looking
Yeah,
for.
no, you're right. But that's the thing. It's so funny, bro. It's like I think Boston's got the deeper team. It's. I think Boston's got the
No, you
deeper
don't.
team, dude.
No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. Terry.
You think Miami's deeper than Boston, dog?
Yes. Bro, Miami's
no.
like reserve team could beat Boston's bench. That's how deep Miami is. Like, look at the Celtics bench, dog.
After Hero and Oladipo, it's slim.
Hold on,
Tucker.
bro. I'm about to go down this roster.
That's
I'm
8,
about to go
right?
down this roster, bro.
They got
all
8.
right. We're talking about Peyton Pritchard, Daniel Tice, Nick Stauskas, Sam Hauser, Aaron Nesmith, Broderick Thomas, Luke Cornett, Jawan Morgan.
Pritchard and Tice.
All right. Are not good
What?
players. They're not
I'm not
good.
saying they're great.
Peyton Pritchard
I'm not saying they're great.
And Daniel Tice couldn't start for the Rockets. Like, they're not good. I don't know what you're expecting out of them. Then you look at the Miami Heat. Oh, who's on their bench? Oladipo,
3 guys.
Tyler Hero, Duncan Robinson.
Nah, trash.
It's like second most three-pointers made in the NBA over the last 3 years behind Steph Curry.
4 guys off the bench?
No.
Or 3?
Oladipo, Duncan Robinson. All right, Gabe Vincent.
No. If you won't give me Pritchard, I can't give you Gabe Vincent. No fucking way.
Gabe Vincent he outplayed Trae Young. Even Trae Young in the graphic they put up over the Bucks, they had everybody but Gabe Vincent's photos on this shit. He tweeted out, he was like, "Nah, y'all fucked up. You got to put Gabe Vincent in this photo too. He's one of the big 8." So game respect game.
Game respect game.
Gabe Vincent. Hold on. Gabe Vincent, Caleb Martin.
No.
3-and-D guy shot over 40% from 3 this year. That's a guy. All right.
No.
Markieff Morris. That's a real player.
No.
Max Strus. That's a real player. Dwayne Dedman. That's a real player.
Oh my God, Dwayne Dedman, you're doing this. You're doing it. You're doing the shit.
No, I'm not. Dwayne Dedman started for multiple NBA teams. You're talking about Sam Hauser, Broderick Thomas, and Luke Cornett.
Al Horford just scored 27 points.
He's a starter.
Because Robert Williams is hurt. He's a fucking bench player. If Robert Williams is healthy, he's probably going to play in this fucking series.
First of all, Al Horford started all goddamn year, Terry, next to Robert Williams. You non-basketball watcher.
You're right.
Fucker.
They did do They did do the 2 bigs. You're right.
Look at these. No, stop. Look at these whites. Look at these whites. You're telling me that these guys are better than Oladipo, and Duncan Robinson, and Tyler Hero?
What about Derek White?
Come on, man.
What about Derek White?
Derek White, he couldn't shoot his way out of a paper bag, bro.
So you're saying
start for them too.
So you're saying Miami's crushing them? Miami's crushing them.
Their depth is so much better with all those guys, and I didn't even talk about Omar Yurtseven, who started 30 games this year as a stretch 4.
All right, maybe I'm wrong. All right, I'll admit it. CP3 is still
the Celtics bench, dude. I tell you what. You better hope the Celtics stay 100% healthy the whole series. Because one guy in this rotation goes down, and all the fucking wheels fall off.
Well, you already know Robert Williams getting hurt. That's fucking he always done like that. If he gets back in, he's going back out. That's just who he is. Hopefully he stays healthy.
The Time Lord can't transport himself back into time to before he tweaked his ankle and play the entire series.
Nah, he can't. He can't. Unfortunately, he cannot. It is what it is. But I'm not afraid to say Celtics in 6. Celtics in 6. That's what I got.
I respect
their defense, bro. Their defense is fantastic. Miami struggles getting points. I got Celtics in 6.
Yeah, Terry. As much as I'd love to pick the team that still employs Nick Stauskas, shouts to Sauce Castillo. I'm going to stick with my pre-playoff pick, the Miami Heat.
Heat in 7?
Heat in 7. Heat in 7.
Hey, I'd love to see a 7-game series, but I don't know.
Yep.
Hopefully, if Tatum stays consistent, though, because his ceiling is way higher than Butler's. It kind of is for me.
It is. Because
It's
of the
going to be a
shooting.
problem. Yeah.
Like, he could be just as good as a defender as Butler in a series.
Yeah. Oh, way better.
The difference
Tatum's
is
a fucking defender.
The difference is Tatum could hit 10 threes in 2 games.
Yeah.
Like that could happen. If you told me Tatum hit 10 threes in game 6, I'd be like, sure.
Yeah.
If you told me Jimmy Butler hit 10 threes, I'd be like, over the course of the season?
I don't know what it is with him and like not shooting threes in the regular season, and then when he gets in the playoffs, he's like, I'm a knockdown shooter. I don't know what the hell you guys are thinking, but I'm knocked down. Yo, but
whatever is in his water, they must have given it to Marcus Smart too.
Yeah, he was shooting pretty well. That fucker was shooting pretty well. You know, given all those games when he's fucking shot himself out of the game, just shot the Celtics into losing, he did a good job versus the Bucks. But I think we got to see the Celtics play 2 kind of shitty teams as far as depth is concerned.
I know what you're saying. What you're saying. That there's one supernova that you got to stop. Like there's one question you got to answer.
Yeah.
It's an essay answer, like an open answer, short answer. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's not one of these tests with multiple comprehensive joints. It's not an end of the semester cumulative exam.
Yeah.
Where you got to solve for 3 white guys who shot 40% for the Heat.
Yeah, no, that's true. But it wouldn't shock me if the Heat ended up making this look easy. It wouldn't shock me. If Tatum doesn't play great, it wouldn't shock me. Because I don't. It's so funny that I said I don't see Horford doing this again, and then he did it 3 fucking times with his bitch ass. But I can't see these guys doing that shit again. I'm gonna say it one more time. Horford, there's no fucking way. He's gonna score 27 again. Nah, no fucking way. If the Heat. I wouldn't be surprised if the Heat win.
Scored 27 on Bam and PJ Tucker. That's not happening.
Yeah,
that's not happening. So
shout out Brook Lopez.
That was cute when you had Bobby Portis with the goggles on, and the deceased carcass of Brook Lopez who was returning from surgery.
Yeah. And then on the other end, it was like the Brooklyn Nets supporting cast is so bad. They deserve to get swept.
I picked them to win.
Yo, we got to take your basketball card, buddy. You're done.
At least the Heat and the Warriors. That's the only thing that's redeeming me. Everyone forgot that I said the Nets are going to beat the Celtics in round 1 because the Heat and the Warriors are still in there.
Yeah, man. Hey, look, but this is gonna be interesting, man. I'm excited. Whoever wins, I think the finals is still gonna be really good.
Yeah, I
and so it is. It's real. It's weird seeing no KD, no LeBron, no Chris Paul, no Giannis. Like Tatum and Luka, the new faces. But good old Steph still in there. This motherfucker keeps doing it.
Tyler Hero, first player to score 18 points in his first final, says rookie year since Magic Johnson.
You better start thinking about Luka as your new savior. He's the new white hope.
He's not from America. We don't claim him.
I know, but he's still a beast, though.
He's not.
You're not fucking with Luka?
No, he's not for us.
He's not for us.
He's for them.
He's a goofy, zoomity, blop, blop, white. His English, I don't like
Mr.
it.
Telegraph.
All right, I hear you.
That's what his nickname is.
Stick to your guns, man. I feel you. All right, buddy. So that's the NBA. Bro. Conference Finals. Oh, also, I want to say one thing. I think so they're doing a Western Conference MVP trophy and an Eastern Conference MVP trophy, and they're naming it after Magic Johnson and Larry Bird. Yeah. Did you hear that?
Yeah. Starting this year?
They're doing that shit now.
When did they announce it? The night before the game, they're like, "Oh yeah, by the way, tomorrow we got a." They're like, "Hey, we're fucking around the NBA offices. We got a 3D printer." You know what I mean? Couple guys, we had a couple ideas. We're like, "Hey, we have this printer. Might as well print out some brand new trophies and make some new MVP awards."
Yeah. Now I saw it on Twitter. I think it wasn't Woj, but it was somebody like
It should
that.
be like
So
a
I mean, it
bronzed
made
weapon shoe. You remember how they had those Converse weapons, and you had the Magic Johnson one, and that was purple, and then you had the Larry
yeah,
Bird. It should be just that
yeah.
shoe, like you know what I mean. That's the trophy. You get the purple one or the green one.
Nah, you're right. You're right.
Goddamn dogs. But Terry, I think we've discussed just about everything we can in the NBA, from top to bottom in the playoffs this
Yep.
weekend. And as you can see, I am repping my Tyler Hero jersey. And that's because Jack Harlow came out with a big album this week, Terry.
Get the fuck out of here, dog.
Terry, the landscape, the music landscape in the world was shaken up this week by an album release.
Oh, you want to talk Kendrick?
I want to talk Kendrick, buddy. I want to talk Kendrick. It wasn't Jack. No, Jack, I support, but I don't ever want to hear an album like this again.
The Jack Harlow album.
It's terrible. He really thinks he's like white LL Cool J or something like that. Like it doesn't make any sense. The album,
it was too smooth.
It was written to and for women, but it wasn't good at any point. So, shouts to Jack Harlow. You also did a song with Drake where you just asked for his advice the whole time and were like, "I really look up to you, man." And then Drake.
You didn't think he was spitting?
No.
You didn't think he was spitting in that joint?
No.
You're underrating those bars. I thought it was pretty good. I mean, of course, like Drake killed the shit.
Listen, man,
I don't really love Drake like that.
This is how I knew. This is how I knew the difference. Kendrick and Jack Harlow put out albums in back-to-back days.
Mm-hmm.
On Thursday, I listened to Jack Harlow's album, cover to cover in my car. I was driving around my car. I was like, man, I should like really get back into writing.
Damn,
I was like, this shit is not so hard.
Yeah.
I heard Kendrick's album. I was like, I don't need to ever pick up a pen again. I need to stay as far the fuck away from hip hop as possible because I would contribute less than nothing.
So you can start it off if you want. Like, what'd you think about it? What'd you think about it?
I legitimately cried at one point. Like I shed two tears. I shed two tears on that song about growing up without his dad and stuff like that.
Ah, yeah.
The daddy issues one.
Yeah. Was that the first joint?
I shed two tears. No, I don't think so. It was like, I think on the second half of the album.
Oh, the 2-disc shit.
I just thought, like, I haven't heard messaging like this since Tupac, man. In a way that he's speaking on, like, things that it's imperative that they get addressed. Like, the cannibalistic nature of the culture. Like, the dealing with, like, sexuality, questioning yourself, the how therapy has been stigmatized and all that stuff, and like unraveling the problems from your youth so they don't continue to haunt you for the rest of your life. Like, I don't think I've heard an album this important. And I was super impressed, man. When I was you remember I used to say this shit when we were back in Maryland. I'd be like, when it's all said and done, I really think Kendrick Lamar is going to be the greatest rapper who ever lived.
You did say that. I remember this.
And I see it in a project like this. I thought it was his most complete. He managed to balance like the avant-garde artsy-fartsy shit of To Pimp the Butterfly with something that was like pleasingly sonically enough that I want to come back and keep hearing it.
Uh-huh.
And I was just there was no fat from like first track to the end. There was not a single thing out of place. There was not a single thing that could have been trimmed or added. It was just super cohesive from cover to cover. No skips. His last album not only won a Grammy, Terry, it won a Pulitzer Prize. I think this one will too.
This one deserves it more than Damn does, to be honest with you.
That's what I got to say. Young GOAT. He's here. He's arrived. The GOAT is here.
Yeah? Shit,
it's time to say
it. I mean, like, Drake is good on his own, right? CLB was trash. Kanye is good on his own. I'm not going to say Donda was trash, but it was definitely, you could tell it was
You could
more.
debate it. Like a lot of people are like, you gotta listen to it
Yeah,
5 times before you really appreciate it.
yeah. But like he had, it was more like songs, and you could tell he tried to throw in some like artistic type of value in it. J. Cole, his messaging was kind of similar to Kendrick, but he had more trap beats and it was like bangers and shit. This is like one of those albums where like it doesn't have bangers on it, which I only love beats and shit, but this shit was just pure fucking art, bro. Like it was just pure art, son. Like I didn't skip it. I listened to so many songs like in a row, like back to back. I don't even like lyrics like that, but this shit was hitting. You know I don't give a fuck about lyrics. But Kendrick, bro, he just does it every single time, dude. Like, I really didn't like his first album. Not, I really fucking hated
Section
that album for
80?
some reason. I don't know. Nah, not Section 80.
Good
The
Kid,
other
Mad
one.
City?
Yeah, I didn't really like that one.
What?
I know, right? Crazy. That's the only one. Every other album he's ever done is great, but this shit is so different from the other ones. Like, there's no like, it's really like no bangers, but the shit is just hard, bro. The fucking lyricism is
So that's what I
fantastic.
was thinking about, Terry. Like when I was talking to T in the car about it, like when we talk
Yeah,
about Kendrick and his GOAT conversation, and especially like when you compare him to Drake and Jay-Z and stuff like that, when you look at
yeah.
Drake or Jay-Z's like greatest hits collection, it's like all radio number ones, like songs that were top
Mm-hmm.
of the Billboard charts. When you look at like
Yeah, yeah.
Kendrick Lamar's greatest hits, it's like "Sing About Me," "I'm Dying of Thirst." It's like "Hold Up." It's
Yeah.
songs that are 7 minutes long. It's songs that are 6 minutes long with an interlude where a woman's crying or like
Yeah.
it can't. It
Pull up.
yeah, it
Right.
can't be even put in the same category as
Nah.
like bad bitch got a fucking problem.
Yeah. Hey, he was in that
Yeah, it
song
wasn't
too.
his though. But I'm just saying, like
Nah.
it
He impressed the shit out
I
of you,
just
right?
think that he's like I don't even know how to judge him like everyone else. Like he's not like everyone else. His best songs you'll never hear
Bro.
on the radio, and those are the ones I'll keep coming
Nah.
back to over and over again.
And I think that's the difference between this and Damn. That's like Damn, you could tell like the messenger was still good, but you could tell he was still trying to make like songs per se. Like and these they're not even like songs, bro. It's like fucking just poetry. It's like straight fucking art. I don't even know how to describe it, bro. Like the
I tell
beats,
you
I don't
what,
even give a
it
fuck
sounds like
about
the
them, but
start
they
of a
just flow.
movement. That's what it sounds like. Like
I don't think anyone can fuck with him, dude.
this dude
With
is
this,
like, he
nobody can
had
fuck with him.
fuck. What he had something. Uh, he was on one of Game songs, and he said something that where he was like, "I'm Chuck D, Dre, and somebody else rolled into one," and I was like, "God damn!" Like he really is all the storytelling of Chuck D. You know what I mean? The
Yeah,
like the
yeah.
lyrical precision, of an Eminem or a guy like that. The acumen, and then
Yeah.
I don't think I've heard a rapper who makes it clear like I'm trying to change the world with my music since Tupac
Yeah,
like
yeah.
this. Like he's like, I'm not doing this so you can listen to it in your car. I'm doing this so that your children don't continue to cycle. That's why I'm doing it.
Yeah.
Like
Nah, you're right. You're right. Hey, look, no disrespect. Tupac could never touch this motherfucker on the mic, bro. This shit. I'm not the type of person to ever hear an album and be like, this is the greatest shit I've ever heard. Like, I don't ever do that shit. But this is the fucking greatest shit I've ever fucking heard in my life, bro. And I don't even like he's not even my number one MC. Like he's not even close. Like I like Kid Cudi and a bunch of different shit. This Kendrick shit is fucking fire,
yeah,
bro. And like We Cry Together
yeah. Oh
is
my
honestly
god, man.
it's my favorite fucking song. That song
Yeah.
fucking slaps, bro. It slaps, and this whole album is just great, man.
Bro, like
He
you
put
better
fucking
not put
Kodak
this
Black on this
motherfucker in
album.
like the hip hop category of the Grammys or the BET Awards. Just give him everyone's Grammy. Give him the country Grammy. Give him the fucking Norway Electric House Music Grammy. Give him the African Bambata and the fucking bongo drums Grammy. He deserves it
To be
all.
honest with you, yeah, he does. To be honest with you, too, though, he like Kodak Black. I didn't even know he could read. I swear to God, I did not know he could read. He sounded so fucking coherent when he was talking in the show. I was like, is this fucking Kodak Black? He put fucking Kodak Black on this shit, bro. And it
I know, I couldn't
slaps.
believe it. And he never puts features on. Too.
No.
Each album is like 90% Kendrick. You're big time
Bro.
when you get a Kendrick feature.
And honestly, also on the damn album, some of the singing records wasn't fucking with it. But on these, the fucking singing ones, I love them.
Bro, at one point, I was like, is this Russ? I was like, who is this singing? I had to look it up. They're like, it's Kendrick Lamar, and he distorted his verse like Kanye West.
Yeah. Bro,
like, God damn, Kendrick, you did everything. Pulled out all the stops.
I think, but like I said, though, like the messaging and shit, like I think this is what J. Cole wants to do. And like he's there, but
that's always been, that's why he won't work with Kendrick.
Yeah.
Like when they were gonna do that whole double album together that had Shock the World and Temptation on it.
Yeah,
By the way, if you guys don't know those songs, go to YouTube, type in Shock the World and Temptation. You're gonna have to deal with some bitch in the background of the release party going, hey, every 5 seconds. But 2 bangers. But J. Cole said after that shit, he was like, yeah, like I have a verse pen. And then I hear Kendrick's verse, and I got to rewrite another verse. And then I like hear my verse second back on his first shit. I'd be like, fuck, I still got bite. I got to rewrite another verse. He's like, I got to write 3 verses for every one of this dude.
Yeah. No, you're right. You're right.
I feel like they always have been in that same type of lane where it's not just like conscious rap. Like a lot of time we think about like socially conscious rap, we think of like Common.
Yeah.
But it's not just on a social level. It's on an introspective, personal level. And it's the intersection of like, how did society mold me into like where I think these things naturally and I move this way naturally. And J. Cole definitely exists in that space, but he'll never be at the pinnacle at the level of Kendrick.
This dude,
and if you ask Jermaine, he'll tell you that.
Yeah, he will. This dude Kendrick just separated himself from everybody, bro. All this other who's the best shit, that shit's done. And I think if you, I said it to my mom before I'm about to say it, it's still about to be wild. If you don't like this album and didn't understand it, you're just stupid. You're literally just a dumbass. I don't know what to tell you. This shit's fire. It's not even, it's music, but it's like not at the same time. This shit is fucking fire, bro. If you didn't understand it, it's just not for you. You're a dumbass. You need to read a fucking book. This shit is fire, bro. It's really fucking good.
It's real human experiences, man. And the song that they had, what was the one that was like Kim? Where it was like him and his girl fighting together the whole time.
Oh, We Cry Together.
Oh, that was the one? I was like, bro, that reminded me like of so many, that reminded me of Eminem back in the day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it was less filled with like the rage of the moment and like being wronged by women. It was like a showcase of, you know, and he's like hurt people and everything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's crazy.
I was sitting there listening to my girl. I was sitting there. Me and T were listening to that in the car together. You know what I mean? I'm like, starting to feel pretty good about myself. I ain't even called her a bitch. But then I'm holding her hand, and they're like, "Your white fucking grandfather. Every time I like fuck a white guy and infecting the blood, like the shame." I'm still holding her hand. I'm like, I'm like, hey, black man side, baby.
No, I hear you. Yeah. But I mean, honestly though, like I said, it's the best shit I've ever heard. But I'm still not gonna say like he's my favorite artist. But this album is great.
But those are different things. Best and favorite are different.
Yeah, he deserves awards for this shit. Drake can go fuck himself with that piece of trash. We were talking about this before we started the pod. That Drake CLB shit, I'm done with this motherfucker,
dude.
Bro.
I did one.
And he snapped on that.
I did one playthrough. I played it through once and then never again. I honestly, Terry, I couldn't tell you one track on it. I could not at this moment.
Yeah, Certified Lover Boy. It's for women, so it's not for us. But that shit was garbage, bro. Lyrically, it was horrible. Fucking horrible, bro.
It can't be as bad as Jack Harlow's, where he at literally one point, Terry, Jack Harlow rhymed boy with boy 17 times in a row. He ended every single joint with boy.
Hey, yo, like, his PR team should not have dropped that album at the same time as Kendrick shit. Like, you knew Kendrick shit was coming out. You can't drop at the same time as him, bro. I can't believe he had
debut too. It's like, who do you fuck you think you are? This is a 50 Cent Kanye West type of situation?
Bro, the audacity of Jack to do this shit, son. And like, I think his head got big as fuck after being at the fucking Kentucky Derby with Drake and just like in his own state.
He's signed to like some gigantic fucking label, and he don't have enough people around him that tell him no. Like,
yeah,
you got to have somebody around you that's like, let's just let it breathe a week, maybe after Kendrick's. Like,
yeah, you either should have dropped it last week or wait a couple weeks after Kendrick shit. You fucked up hard. Because I like Jack Harlow. You said you hated it, but you listened to it. I like
Jack Harlow, like the rapper. I hated his album that he put out. Like, it.
Yeah, I like him, but I didn't listen to it. You can't drop it at the same time as this shit. I've listened to this Kendrick album 4 times already, and it came out on what, Friday night?
Yeah, it was very
or whatever Thursday night.
The Jack Harlow, trust me, you won't listen to it twice. I mean, all the songs are like, just so basically, it's like a blade of grass. I'm just trying to see some ass. Like, every song is like that. Every song is like the most basic rhyme with the most basic shit, and you're just like, okay.
But
meanwhile,
yeah, you think he's a good rapper?
Like standing on the left side of the screen, bumping like a heartbeat throughout his whole fucking music video.
Nah, this Kendrick shit is different. And did he have Baby Keem on this shit? He had Baby Keem on one song, right?
No, I thought those were Baby Keem songs.
Oh, he did. He had one. Yeah. Savior. He's on Savior. Yeah. Baby Keem is nice too, man. But the fact that this guy put Kodak on a fucking album, bro, and it like sounds like a completely different person and shit. This Kendrick the fucking goat, man.
And this is his last album on TDE. He already announced this is the last one. Ooh. So I don't know what he's going to go from here. If he's going to join a group like Fonte did with the Foreign Exchange and start singing, or if this motherfucker, like, he may just want to. I don't know. He may just want to take some time off so he can run for president. Like,
I don't know, man.
Off the table
honestly,
nothing's off the table with Kendrick.
Have you seen anybody say it was trash or no?
Yeah. Yep. Shouts to you, Matt Norvell.
Damn, that's funny, bro. That's funny. Hey, if you didn't get it, you didn't get it. I do. It's one person on Twitter that hates Kendrick for some shit he said a long time ago, and she called him the N-word with a hard ER. She's black, though, so I think she can say it. But I was just like, yo, what the fuck? She was flaming him, but she still liked the album. She was like, I hate Kendrick, but this album's great. So I didn't see any negative backlash on my social medias. So
I just want to say that's like the biggest power move. When you're a black dude and you call a girl the N-word. I've envied that my entire life, Terry. It's so much better than bitch. It's so much better.
Oh, man. Hey, look, man, with that being said.
But that's all you, bro. That's all you. I'm going to have to let you have that. There are some lines that this habitual line stepper still won't cross.
Yeah, nah, we cool. We cool with that. I don't say the word much, so that's not me. I don't think I've ever called a girl that. I'm not sure.
I only say it when I'm about to nut.
Hey, man.
All right, guys. With that, I think this concludes another classic episode of the Habitual Line Steppers podcast.
Yep.
Thanks, y'all, for kicking with us on YouTube. Make sure you like this video. Drop some comments. Do you think Jayson Tatum is going to be the best player in this series, or does Jimmy Bucket play him to a drought like he did against LeBron?
Who knows? Tune in next week.
Boban score 25 points a game. You let us know in the comment section. Be sure to check out our website, www.thehLSpod.com. I just paid $220 to keep it running for another year. So it should still be up. And, keep checking in, Terry. I got my article I'm writing this week about the Atlanta Hawks what I would do if I was their GM this offseason.
Cool.
So,
All right.
yeah, man.
Can't wait for the NBA season to be over, though, man. This is a great one. Michael Jordan, I'm coming for you, Doug. I'm coming for you when the season's over.
Where, you going to buy a Nissan?
Fuck no. I'm going to slander the 90s and give you a real case of why LeBron's the GOAT. That's all.
Oh, Michael Gatewood. Make sure you tune in for that one. I'd like to give lastly, Terry, a very special shout out to our friends Ruby and Hyrro.
Oh,
who got
yeah.
engaged this past weekend.
Congrats.
They're tying a knot at some date in the future. But it was awesome to be there for your graduation, Ruby, and to share that wonderful moment. And I look forward to all the cool shit you guys are going to do in your journey.
Hell yeah, boy. And I saw that rock. Good shit, Hido. I seen that motherfucker.
Yo, and then Marcus, literally not 2 seconds later, we're all like grouped around, whatever. Marcus goes, "No pressure on you, Garrett. You're next."
Oh, damn. My man. That's
right.
fucking Marcus in a nutshell.
Hey, with that, we'll leave you.
Yeah.
Thank you for stepping across the line with us, y'all.
Yeah, man.
Habitually. He's a habitual line stepper.
Peace out, baby.